Hello, Arcanine here, and I want to go over 10 advanced strategies you can use on your friends in Boomerang Fu. Now, this game is absolutely incredible, so if you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend it. It's available on Switch or, of course, on Steam. A lot easier to play with your friends on Switch, and you can play with up to 6 people. So it gets pretty chaotic, as you can imagine, with a top-down battle royale. Boomerangs is the only way, and you're duking it out with your fruit of choice. So let's get right into it. I imagine if you're watching this video, you're looking for advanced strategies, so you don't want to know how to just move around and everything else. You want to know how to kill them, how to make the other person sitting on that couch feel worthless. That's what we're here for. Now, most people are going to go straight for the throw, right? Simply put, it's a boomerang. It's going to come back, but it doesn't always come back. And you run into situations sometimes where you're leaving yourself wide open for an attack. So what you can do is you can dash, or you can attack. You can just press the A button, you'll swipe your boomerang like a sword, and you don't leave yourself quite as open. The only problem is you don't go that far. The dash slash is the key. You press the B button and then you press the A button, and you can get quite a bit more distance on an attack that normally doesn't go that far. And so when you see somebody try to slash you and they miss, you can come in and finish them off with a quick dash slash. Now that sets you up pretty well for a dash throw too. We all know that you can hold X button and you can charge up that shot and throw it. But most of the time they're gonna see that coming and they're gonna work their way around you, this, that, or whatever. If they're far enough away and you're throwing it normally, they're not gonna see it. It's just not gonna make it. But if you dash and then throw, it gets you just close enough that you can get that hit, and they may have thought they were safe. Now at this point you're probably facing an enemy that's gonna throw the boomerang back at you, and that's something that you need to be ready for. When they're charging up or you see it coming, you press the A button, and you time it just right, you can parry that thing out of the way, and now they're helpless, and you can finish them off whichever way you need to. Whether it's with a dash slash of your own, a dash throw, the parry is key. You can also parry physical attacks as they're coming at you too, not just a boomerang getting thrown from a distance. Now some of these stages too have some pretty big gaps in them, and you can clear them, but not easily, and it's a pretty dangerous game to play. If you walk over the edge and then you immediately dash, when you're in that falling animation, you can actually dash out of that animation, catch your enemies off guard. Do that, and you can even segue it into a dash slash, as long as you time it right. Now there are also situations you'll charge up, your enemies are far enough away, you throw it, but they might be behind a wall or something. You can't quite get to them that easy. Now this one makes it a little bit more difficult with the spinning bars here, but you'll catch my drift. Let's go ahead and have the watermelon stand on the other side, like right where I am, right here. They think that they're safe, and they are. If you try to charge up through traditional methods, you're not going to hit them. But if you understand how to curve your throw, you can curve it right around that wall and hit them. And I'll show you how. All you do is charge up like this, and then last second move it and let go. Curves it around the object and moves it in a way that can really do some damage. So let's do that here. And where that watermelon thought they were safe, you're not. So you've got dash slashes, you got dash throws, you can dash over gaps if you run into situations, you got parries, you got curve throws, okay? But let's say you're in a situation where you've lost your boomerang. You threw it off stage, it didn't come back, and now your enemy's coming after you. What are you gonna do? Now you can actually attack them with the A button, knock their boomerang out of their hand, and now they're back in the situation you were in. Now when their boomerang turns gray like that, that could be your boomerang for the taking. It's not, because as you can see it was off in the water. But when it's gray, it is fair game, and you can walk around yourself with 2 boomerangs, do some pretty nasty damage. I'll go ahead and show it in action here. I'll get rid of my boomerang. I'm going to attack watermelon. It's going to turn gray. I'm going to take it. I'm going to pull back my original. And now I've got 2 boomerangs, and Watermelon can't do anything about it. Except, as you can see right there, hit me. But I can just hit him back. I got 2 boomerangs. What's he gonna do? Now we talked about pulling back the boomerang, but we didn't talk about how we can actually use that strategy to attack our enemies. So Watermelon's right here. Go ahead and stand where I am, Watermelon. And you think you're safe. I don't even have my boomerang, right? You can kind of stall me out, you can mess with me, or you can just kill me. But I can pull that boomerang right on back, and if you're not paying attention, it could be the end of you. So pay close attention to that, and it pulls back to where you're standing as long as you have that feature on. So you can move yourself and position yourself in ways where if they think they're coming at you, Boomerang last second can save you in a very dangerous situation. We're getting toward the tail end of my strategies here. We found out what to do when the boomerang's off stage and you can pull it back. But there is an option to pull and turn off that feature where you can't have the boomerang. And sometimes, and it happens, it's not common, the opponent won't have the boomerang either. And you're both just bare knuckling it trying to find out how you're gonna get through. If the stage has a way for you to fall off, you can. By pressing the attack button, you can actually hit each other, and you can hit each other off the stage. And it becomes a fighting game battle royale, and a perilous one at that. So you've got a lot of ways you can do it. I've only got 2 more strategies here. But this one is one I can assure it's very unlikely that you found yourself. You can actually pull the boomerang back to you in a way that it circles around you, creating a barrier that makes it very difficult for an opponent to approach. You usually want to start by throwing the boomerang off stage if you can. Curve helps too, because it just kind of sets up that shape a little bit. And you can't use pullback, it has to naturally come back to you. But if you can get it, you dodge it, and you have the boomerang circle you just like this. You can keep that going for a while, but it makes it very difficult for an enemy to approach, especially if they don't personally have their boomerang. They could come in and parry it, this, that, or whatever, but as you can see, when you get really close and you circle enough times, it'll give you a bubble shield. And you can kind of move it just a little closer to them to finish them off, but it was enough of a barrier to keep them away, and sometimes they'll try to approach and they'll just get killed by the boomerang because it's circling you. The beautiful thing about having this bubble shield is that when the enemy comes back at you and attacks you, pretty easy for you to turn right back around and finish them because you just had a free move. And that has been 10 strategies that you can use to kill your friends in Boomerang Fu. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you plan on using these strategies to make your friends cry on that couch because you deserved it. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, this is Arcanine here. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe, like, comment below if you're really a big fan of Boomerang Fu like I am. Hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.